disclaimer, anything that I say, past, present, or future in this video is just a joke. Don't take it seriously. My views on this are not actually my views. It's just a joke. Plain and simple. What up everybody, ChinaHowTo here, and I'm back. And I'm going to talk to you about something that can put a real damper in your real loving relationship. Something can just put a good knocking to your little relationship, your little marriage, whatever you got going, your domestic partnership. And that one thing I want to talk to you about is, that's right, menstrual cycles. I fucking said it, menstrual cycles, periods on the rag. All you women know what I'm talking about, and all you men are sick of it, just like me. And let me explain to you why I'm so sick of it. Because as females, as women, you guys take advantage of that motherfucking shit, okay? You take advantage of a situation, and I'm going to give you a couple of examples why. You guys are plotting in your head, and I know it. Okay, let's say, I don't know, as a female, you come home, and, I don't know, your boyfriend's playing a video game. And you're like, hey babe, and he's like ignoring you, playing this little thing, shooting people, Halo, Call of Duty, it really doesn't matter. In your head, you're getting more and more mad, and you're like, hey babe, and he's still not responding because he's so focused. He's so focused on that game because that's all he gets. He gets maybe 30 minutes a day after work, and he gets 30 minutes, and you're interrupting him. So in your mind, you're like, you know what? I'm about to be on my cycle in about 1 week, and I'm going to let this motherfucker know, and I'm going to lay it down in 1 more week. And what you do is you hype yourself up. You hype yourself up so much because you want to get mad, and you know you can get away with it when you're on your cycle. And pretty soon, it's just a matter of, as a female, you're just saving up for, in 7 more days when your cycle starts, your boyfriend, you're like, hey, can you take out the garbage? And he's like, I will later. And you're like, no, now. And he's like, but it doesn't have to be right now. I'm in the middle of doing my homework. And you're like, no, I want it out now because the smell's making me nauseous. Now you're thinking maybe you're pregnant. I don't know. Maybe not, because you're about to go on your cycle, so you really can't be pregnant, can you? So as he says, not right now, that he'll do it later, and you have no understanding that it's going to be done, but it has to be now because you said so. You don't even want to argue with him anymore because in your head, like I said, you're just hyping yourself up, and the only thing you're going to do now is you're going to look at him and go, and you walk away. And he thinks everything's fine. You just came to some kind of agreement because as guys, we're dumb. We're not mind readers. If you leave the situation or you don't be blunt, we think something totally different. And you make it apparent to your man that you are on your cycle. You make it apparent for a reason, because you can get away with things if he thinks that you're on your rag. So you wake up and first thing you say is your man's laying next to you and you're like, hey, motherfucker, wake up. He's like, what, babe? And you're like, I'm bleeding. So here we are. We're at the day where you're actually officially on your cycle, and you let us know about it. But what we don't know as men is that you've been for the past week building stuff up inside your head, ready to explode. So here's what we see through our eyes. We're sitting there and we're having a conversation with you, and we do something as dumb as let you have some of our fries, and you'll flip out. You'll flip out and be like, oh my god, these are salted. They're salted, I don't want salted. But we didn't know because you never gotten unsalted fries before. And you'll do other things. It doesn't even stop right there. Your man could be driving down the street, hits a speed bump, 1 mile per hour over what you think is necessary, and you reach out and you just punch him in the side of the face. Just blah! He looks at you and he's like, what the fuck? What do you say? Sorry, baby. I'm on my rag. And we can't do anything because we don't know that it's planned. We just think that you're having that shift in hormones and stuff, and you just need a reason to punch something right then. We don't know that we're being victims of domestic violence, and yet it doesn't stop there either, because then you want to go out of your way to inconvenience the person you were plotting against that entire time. Those simple cravings you get when you're on your menstrual cycle, it's not that you're really having cravings, it's when I sit down to watch a movie, or any guy sits down to watch a movie, or do anything that he's about to do, you want them to get up and go get it. Like, do you really want a pickle at 2 a.m.? What are you going to do with the pickle and ice cream? Are you going to dip the ice cream into the pickle or cut open the pickle and put the ice cream in there and eat it? Well, I got a better idea. Why don't you take that pickle, put some ice cream in it, and shove it up your vagina? Maybe then you'll actually get some relief from the cramping you're having. Now, I could actually go on and on about this, but I don't want this video being too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this part 1 of menstrual cycle, and we're going to do a part 2, a part 3, a part 4, and a part 5. Maybe a part 6. So your cycle is actually just one giant plot! It's a giant plot! You guys are some plotters! Yeah. Seriously, I'm actually joking.